I have to say, I am looking outside right now, and it is completely sunny. Blue sky, palm trees, beautiful. And I don't know what to do with myself. In Britain, March means rain, gray sky, cold wind. Here in Los Angeles, it just looks like a nice Tuesday.
Welcome, everyone, to a Cup of English podcast. I'm Lily.
And I'm Paul. And I flew in from London last week, and my brain is still confused. In London, it was raining every single day. I land in LA, and it's 22 degrees, and everyone is in t-shirts. I looked like a tourist for 3 days.
He showed up to our first recording wearing a big winter coat and a scarf. In Los Angeles. In March.
It was cold in London when I left. My body didn't know the difference yet.
People on the street were staring at him. Okay, everyone. Today we are talking about March. How to talk about March in English. The weather, the holidays, the funny things that happen this month. And as always, we have lots of useful words and phrases for you.
Perfect for beginners. Simple, useful, natural English. Let's go.
Grab your drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it.
Right. So, March is the third month of the year, and in March, winter ends and spring begins. Spring, that is the season after winter. The weather gets warmer, flowers start to grow, birds start singing.
Here in Los Angeles, spring is beautiful. Warm, sunny, flowers everywhere. Honestly, it's not that different from the rest of the year because LA is always nice. But spring feels extra fresh.
And in Britain, which is where I'm from and where I spend half my time, spring means it rains, but the rain is slightly warmer. That is the difference. Slightly warmer rain. That is our spring.
That is so sad.
It is what it is. We are used to it. British people and rain have a very long relationship.
Okay, first useful phrase. Spring is here. Very simple, very happy. You can say this when the weather gets warmer. Spring is here. Another one. Spring is just around the corner. This means spring is coming very soon. I'm so tired of winter, but don't worry, spring is just around the corner.
And a very classic English saying, April showers bring May flowers. This means, yes, it rains a lot in spring, but because of the rain, beautiful flowers grow. So the rain is actually good.
I love that saying. Here in California, we just say, it's sunny again. We don't really need poetry about rain.
Must be very boring.
It's wonderful, actually. Okay, March weather words. The weather in March in many countries is very unpredictable. Unpredictable. This means you don't know what is coming. You can't guess. March weather is very unpredictable.
Another great word, changeable. The weather keeps changing. Sun, rain, snow, sun. The weather in March is very changeable. This is very true in Britain. Here in LA, the weather is the same every day, and honestly, I find it slightly suspicious.
Suspicious how?
Weather should have some drama. Weather should keep you guessing. LA weather is just nice. Every day. Nice. Where's the tension?
Paul wants to suffer. He misses the rain.
I miss knowing that at any moment everything could go wrong. It keeps you alert.
That is the most British thing anyone has ever said. Okay, my favorite English expression. 4 seasons in one day. This means in one day you get summer weather, autumn weather, winter weather, and spring weather. All in one day.
This happens in Britain every single March. Every year. Without fail. I remember last March I was back in London. I left my flat in the morning. Sunshine, beautiful, no coat. By lunchtime it was raining. By 3 o'clock, it was hailing.
Hailing in March.
And by evening, sunny again. Like nothing happened. Like the sky just wanted to try everything and see what felt right.
I have a story about this actually. My first week in London, it was March. I was visiting Paul. I looked outside in the morning. Beautiful sunshine, blue sky. I thought, perfect, I will go for a walk. I put on my t-shirt, I go outside. Life is wonderful.
Oh no!
20 minutes later, rain. Okay, fine. I walk faster. 10 minutes after that, hail.
Hail in a t-shirt.
Hail is when frozen water, little balls of ice, falls from the sky. I had never seen hail in my life. I was standing on the street going, "What is this? Why is ice falling from the sky?"
What did you do?
I ran into the nearest shop. It was a pharmacy. You know, a shop where you buy medicine. And I stood there, completely wet, dripping water on the floor, pretending to look at vitamins.
Pretending to look at vitamins.
The man who worked there kept coming over and saying, "Can I help you?" And I kept saying, "No, thank you. I'm fine. Just looking." And I was not fine. I was soaking wet and hiding from ice.
And did you buy anything?
I bought 17 pounds of vitamins I didn't need because I felt so embarrassed just standing there.
The British weather charged you 17 pounds on your first visit.
17 pounds for vitamins I never used. They are still in my cupboard back home.
This is the most British story I have ever heard, and it happened to an American.
London made me British by accident. Okay, more weather words. Hail, little balls of ice falling from the sky. Very dramatic, very unpleasant. Drizzle, very small, very light rain. Not heavy rain, just a little bit of wet in the air. It's just drizzling. You don't need an umbrella. A downpour. The opposite. Very heavy rain, very sudden. I got caught in a downpour. And overcast. When the sky is gray and cloudy with no sun. Today is very overcast. Back in London, I say this basically every day.
All of these can happen before lunch on a March day in Britain.
All before noon. Okay, March holidays.
Right. Important March holidays. First, the 8th of March, International Women's Day. We have a whole episode about this. Go and listen.
And then, the 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day. This is the national holiday of Ireland. The color is green. Everyone wears green. And it is celebrated all over the world, especially here in America.
Why does America celebrate an Irish holiday so enthusiastically?
Because America has a lot of Irish people. Or people with Irish grandparents. Or people who just really like the color green and want a reason to party.
Fair enough.
On St. Patrick's Day in America, everything is green. Green decorations, green clothes, green food, green drinks.
Green beer.
Green beer, which is just normal beer with green food coloring. It tastes exactly the same, but it looks very festive.
It looks like something went very wrong at the factory.
It's fun! Okay, I have a St. Patrick's Day story. So in America, there is a tradition. If you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, people can pinch you. Pinch, you know, when you take someone's skin between two fingers and squeeze.
That sounds violent.
It's a tradition. So I was in college and I completely forgot to wear green. I came to class wearing a yellow jumper. And my friend Jake, who took this tradition very seriously, he saw me from across the room, and his eyes went very wide, like a cat who sees a mouse.
Oh no!
He started walking towards me very slowly, and I realized what was happening, And I started walking backwards, and he said, very quietly, Lily, you're not wearing green. And I said, Jake, we are adults. We are in university. And he said, rules are rules.
Rules are rules.
And he pinched me right there in the classroom. And I made a very loud noise, like, ah! And the professor stopped talking. The whole class went silent. And the professor, who was from South Korea and had never heard of this tradition, looked at us and said, is everything okay?
Oh no!
And I had to explain the whole tradition to him, in front of everyone. Well, you see, if you don't wear green, someone can pinch you. And he looked at me for a very long time and said, this is a real rule?
This is a real rule?
And Jake said, very seriously, yes. And the professor said, in my country, we just wear normal clothes on all days. And the whole class laughed for about 5 minutes.
The most reasonable response to St. Patrick's Day I have ever heard.
We just wear normal clothes on all days. I think about that every single St. Patrick's Day. Okay, St. Patrick's Day vocabulary. Wear green. Don't forget to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. Luck of the Irish. This means good luck. I found $20 on the street. Luck of the Irish. And the Irish word sláinte. This is how Irish people say cheers when they drink together. It sounds like sláinte. Try it. Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Very good.
Right. Another very important March tradition. Spring cleaning.
Oh yes. Spring cleaning is when you clean your whole house very deeply in spring. You clean everything. You throw away old things you don't need. You organize everything. You make everything fresh and new. I'm doing my spring cleaning this weekend.
I have very strong feelings about spring cleaning.
He hates it.
I don't hate cleaning. I hate throwing things away. Throwing away perfectly good things is a crime against common sense.
Tell them about the jacket, Paul.
We are not.
The jacket.
I have a jacket. A very good jacket. Warm, waterproof.
What year is it from?
It is from 2004.
2004, 20 years ago. He has a jacket from 2004 that he wears regularly, and he brought it here to Los Angeles.
It is waterproof. You never know when it will rain.
Paul, it has not rained here in 4 months.
It could rain tomorrow. You said yourself the weather is unpredictable.
Not in LA, it isn't. Okay, the jacket also has a velcro collar. Velcro. On the collar. In 2024.
Velcro is very practical, very easy to use.
I saw him wearing it on Sunset Boulevard last week, and a man stopped him and said, "Cool vintage jacket, man." And Paul said, "Thank you," very seriously, like it was a compliment.
It was a compliment. Vintage means classic.
Vintage means old, Paul. The man thought you bought it at a vintage shop on purpose. He didn't know you just kept it for 20 years.
Well, either way, the man liked the jacket. I consider that a win.
I cannot believe you. Okay, I said to Paul last week, "Paul, let's do some spring cleaning. Let's go through your things." And he said, I will never forget this. He said, "I don't need spring cleaning. I need spring acceptance."
I stand by that.
Spring acceptance. Like his old things just need to be accepted, not thrown away. Accepted.
Everything in my flat has a story. Everything has meaning. You cannot just throw meaning in a bin.
The Velcro jacket has meaning?
The Velcro jacket has kept me warm and dry since 2004. That is 20 years of meaning. That is more meaning than most things in your wardrobe.
Okay, I actually don't have a response to that. Okay, spring cleaning words. To clean, easy one. I need to clean my room. To throw away. To put something in the bin, to get rid of it. I threw away my old shoes. To organize. To put things in the right place, to make things tidy. I organized my cupboard. And a great expression. Out with the old, in with the new. This means get rid of old things and welcome new things. Very spring cleaning energy.
Which I completely disagree with as a life philosophy. Some old things are excellent. My jacket, for example.
The Velcro jacket is not an example of excellence, Paul.
The Velcro jacket is a classic. The man on Sunset Boulevard said so.
Oh my God. Okay, one more March thing. In America, March means March Madness.
What is March Madness? It sounds alarming.
It's the name of the big American college basketball competition. Every March, lots of university teams play basketball to find the best team. And people love it. They watch every game. They make predictions about who will win.
Did you ever watch it?
Okay, so here is my March Madness story. Every year at my old job, everyone in the office made a bracket. That means you write down your predictions for every game. Who do you think will win? And at the end, whoever predicted the most correctly wins money.
Sounds fun. Are you good at basketball?
I know nothing about basketball. Zero. I don't watch it. I don't understand it. I cannot name one player.
So what did you do?
I picked every team based on which team name sounded cooler. That was my system. Team called the Eagles versus team called the Bulldogs. I picked the Eagles because eagles are cooler than bulldogs. Very simple.
That is not a strategy. That is a feeling.
I came second out of 45 people.
Second?
Second place out of 45 people who actually know about basketball. My coworker Dave watches basketball every single week. He knows every player. He studies the numbers. He came 14th.
Poor Dave.
Dave came to my desk and said, very seriously, "How did you do this?" And I showed him my method, and he looked at my paper for a very long time. And then he said, "You picked Kansas because you like the name Kansas?" And I said, "Kansas is a great name." And he stood up and walked away without saying another word.
Dave needed a moment alone.
Dave needed several moments. He didn't speak to me for 3 days.
You broke Dave with your eagle strategy.
I did. And you know what the worst part is? The next year, I tried the same system and I came last. Absolute last place.
The eagle system only works once.
It was a one-time miracle, and I will never experience it again.
Right. Last phrases for March. Spring is in the air. You can feel spring coming. Everything feels new and happy. I love this weather. Spring is in the air. Clocks go forward. In March, in many countries, the clocks move 1 hour forward. This means you lose 1 hour of sleep.
Which is terrible.
Very terrible. And a famous Old English saying, March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. This means at the start of March, the weather is wild and stormy like a lion, but at the end of March, the weather is calm and gentle like a little lamb. Very true in Britain. Here in LA, March comes in like a nice day and goes out like another nice day.
Which is also great. Comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. Write it down.
Your challenge for today. Leave it in the comments. What is March like in your country? Is it warm, cold, rainy? Is it still winter? Is it already hot? Tell us. Our listeners are from all over the world, and we love hearing from you.
And if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to A Cup of English podcast. It is completely free, and it helps us so much. New episodes every week.
Cheerio, everyone.
Bye, guys.